So let's see how this is going. If I recall correctly. This is crashing. Bum ba da bum 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 ba da bum 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 ba da bum 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 ba da bum 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 bum. Okay, it's not. Good. I want to make the health bar green. To do that, I need to figure out this one should go closer. Like that. Hey, what's up? How's the contract going? Good. Okay, nice. Good to hear. So now the player and the enemy get their health bar loaded like this. And I need to figure out where this color is set. Oh, you burnt out. What do you mean project is finalized? That doesn't mean it's finished, right? On Monday. Or are you finishing this that quickly? I think I have to go back to YouTube. Okay. And do you think it's a reasonable project, considering the remuneration you get? Like, do you think you will complete it within a reasonable time? Nice. Let's see, health bar 3D. Oh, this is even more like I want it. Maybe I should refactor. This is where I got it from. Let's see how this guy does it.
A couple of features here. You'll notice that it always faces you, no matter where you are, which is a really useful feature, as well as changing from green to yellow to red. And then, in my example here, I've got a little animation when it runs out and he dies. That's beyond the scope of this tutorial, but if you would like to see that, then let me know. I can always put something together. So this tutorial runs alongside a Godot tower defense tutorial that I'm running, where my alien UFOs would also have health bars above them and may be destroyed, and we can watch the health go down on those. So viewport to contain our health bar. But initially, at least, we need something to be able to view it as well, because you can't view sub viewports directly. So what we'll do is we're going to create what's called a sub viewport container. And once we're happy that it looks okay, at least initially, we will then bring that into a Sprite 3D, which can render it into our 3D world. So let's click on other node here, and we're going to bring in a sub viewport container. You can see I've already typed that in there. So I'm just going to click sub viewport container, and it's complaining that it won't have a sub viewport. So let's just add the child node now, sub viewport. There we go, and now it's happy. We can set the size of our sub viewport. So let's, given the size of the health bar we want to use, let's go for something like 256 by 256 at the moment, and the sub viewport container actually resizes by, and I want to actually make this slightly smaller than 27, but I can't at the moment because we've got the percentage showing. So if I just turn it selected, so that when it comes into the scene, thing that we know it's not going to be, so perhaps something like a blue color, perhaps something like that. There we go.
Oh, this is where the color is set. Styles.
We choose here because we're actually have something like this via a script, but for now,
theme overrides. Yeah. This is what we need to change. Excuse my stomach. I'm not sure if the mic picked that up, but did you get your Mac? Delayed. Okay. It's nice that you're getting a Mac Mini. Are they like even more powerful than a MacBook Air? More muscle, more hustle. It's beautiful. What happened to Godot? Okay, there we go. So head help bar dot child get child oh no, that is a 3D bar, overhead health bar. So can I like go into theme overrides? Dot colors. Like, how do I access it with code? Oh, there. Property. Theme override styles / fill. Copy property path. Nice. I guess this is how dot pg color equals let's try, like, here it seems to be 1 0 0 1. Can we do like 0 1 0 1 0 1? Style box flat dot new. Okay, it's a color. Okay, that's how it works. Makes sense. So would this work? Bum bada bum bum bada bum 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 bada bum bum bada bum 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 bada bum bum bada bum 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 bada bum bum bada bum bum bada bum bum bada bum bum. Invalid theme override styles. So value works. And that's just value. Okay, what if I go here? Like, what's the name of this one? Auto translate. This is not gonna work, is it? No. Bum bada bum bum bada bum bum bum. So this is a progress bar. How do I access it? with a progress bar. How do I access this property? This isn't working. Theme. Really? Okay, let's have a look at the documentation. Fill. Okay, is it just fill? No. It's probably inheriting from somewhere else. Share. Is it control or is it canvas item? Theme. Let's try theme. Okay, so at least theme works. That's progress. Right. Oh, pause. Disconnect. Okay, let's figure out theme. The theme resource this node and all its control and window children use. If a child node has its own theme resource set, they're merged with the child definitions having higher priority. Okay, and what about theme? Yeah, it's a style box. Set. Is this what we do? Set style box? But there are different types. Oh, by the way, yeah, here we can see that it is control class that has these. Background and fill. I mean, if I want to make it easy for myself, I can just go and do this manually. But it wouldn't be as fun as figuring out how to do it with the code. Okay, bg underscore color. Oh, can I? Oh, is this actually how it works? Can I do like dot set? And then it's called fill. Dot set. Oh, progress. This sounds reasonable, but might also be ChatGPT that is hallucinating a bit. PG color. And then color. So how do I, can I like get the children of it or something? How do I get the, no, not the children, but like the fields and properties of a class? I want to print out all the fields and methods. Does this work? Get property list. Yeah, looks like it exists. So let's try to do that. Print get property list. Bum, bada, bum, bum. Wow. Okay, so the name of it actually seems to be with a /. theme override / outline size. Can I do set and then like this maybe? Color 1111. Bum bada bum bum. Okay, at least it didn't crash. But what I expected did not really happen. Yeah, I need to create a new style box. How do I initialize it? New, okay. Init, no. PG. Var style box. Bum bada bum 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 bada bum 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 bum. How do I initialize a style box with a certain PG color? Tycker jag tar upp för mycket plats.
Nej, så bra.
Tack.
Jag gör lite så.
Tack. Oh, it's stylebox flat. Is that what it is? Yeah, Oh yeah. Look at that. It actually worked. Nice. Oh my god, that light. Nice. So then green will be 0, 1, 0, 1. 0, 1. 0, 1. Yep. Nice. This is much better than just having this health bar down here. Cool. Then next focus will be some improvements in gameplay, I think. I don't like this though. The health bars aren't perfect, but they look a lot better now. Nice. Awesome. So what's the documentation here? PG color, yeah. Oh, we have to set it all after we create it, it looks like. Oh, we should create some borders. Like gold border. Like that. Let's do like 3 pixels in every direction. Oh, only right. It's not gonna work for the player. Oh, that's only for the fill. Oh, that's why it didn't work for the player. No, no, no. Reset. We want it for the background. And here, let's try to get some gold. Kind of a border. Will that work? Or do we need an outline? No, this doesn't work either. It only starts to show after we're getting hurt. I want it to show all the time. I guess one way to do it would be... No, let's go and check this guy.
Let's just give... What I will do, green to yellow to red. Now you can go to this here now. The health bar colours are gradient. Go into that here. There's various ways that you could do that. But I hope you can see now that this is actually a rather useful and very scalable health bar. I hope this has been useful. For those that are following my tower defense tutorials, I will be adding this to the... Just turn the percentage off and then change this to something like 16. Here we have our bar, and it's rather boring, but what we can now do, if we set that to something like 50...
Yeah, should I make them smaller? Anyway, now we're getting lost in details here. So now, yes, green health bar above the player. Go for composition above inheritance. We can probably... call that done for now. Oh, yes, show damage taken above the enemies first. This will be a good one. Let's see what ChatGPT says about that. To show damage taken above enemies. How do I do that? Hva er det som lukter så godt? Let's save this. Need to change branch. I think this is some dev branch, or actually, let's merge it. I think that's best. I'm logged in from the wrong account. Yeah, whatever. Pull. Come on. Guess this would be a... Let's look again at this one. This is like a 2D... No, 3D thing. That's probably what we need here. No, I'm not sure. Let's look at the video. Damage numbers.
Whether you're making an RPG or simply a game with RPG elements, shooter, life sim, or a card game, you might be interested in showing damage numbers during combat. Let me hit you with the text so you can implement them in just a few short minutes. Let's go though.
Let's go.
In my opinion, there's two good ways to implement damage numbers. We can make a component that will be added to scenes that want to use damage numbers and then make it react to damage through the power of duck typing. Or we can make an auto-loaded manager that will allow us to call a function to display the damage number from any script. And we're gonna go with the latter option because it seems more straightforward to me. If you think another approach would be better, do let me know in the comments. Let's create a new script and call it damagenumbers.gd. Let's make it auto-loaded by going into Project Settings, Auto-load tab, and clicking on this folder icon here.
I'm not sure if I'm gonna do it that way. I want to avoid auto-loading as much as possible, I think, but still might be something useful here.
Numbers.gd script, and click on Add. This means our damage number script is going to be available from every other script in our game. We're only going to need a single function, which is going to be called displayNumber, and it's going to take in a value of type int, position of type vector2, and isCritical of type boolean, which is going to default to false.
Yeah, isCritical is important.
The damage number we're going to show, position
and other
is
stuff
where
like
we're going to show it, and isCritical is going to be used
lucky
to
and so on.
color the number red to accentuate when critical hits happen.
Yeah.
Let's make the number by writing var number equals label.new. Let's set the number's global position to position, the number's text to string function of value, the number's z-index to 5 so it's in front of other sprites, and the number's label settings to label settings.new. We're gonna use the label settings to set up the font's color and style and also its outline. And speaking of color, let's determine the color of the font. We're gonna start by writing var color equals and in quotation marks #FFF, which means the default color is going to be completely white. Then we're gonna check if isCritical, in which case we're going to set color to #B22, which is a red color. Then let's check if value is equal to 0, in which case color is going to be set to #FFF8, which is a transparent white. Then let's set the font color by writing
transparent white
equals color.
If value is 0, transparent white. Okay, I guess that's if someone is blocking shielding damage or something.
Also set the size by writing number.labelSettings.fontSize equal 18. We can also add an outline by writing number.labelSettings.outlineColor equals #000, which is going to be black.
I like that he's doing
and
everything in code.
Number.labelSettings.outlineSize equals 1. Then we're gonna write call deferred, add child, number. to add it as a child of our singleton damage numbers scene. Okay, so now our damage number looks like this. And now we want to animate it springing up and falling back down.
Yeah.
Before we start animating though, I just want to set its pivot offset to its middle. But because the number isn't added to the scene yet, it doesn't have a size. So we have to await number.resized. Then we can write number.pivotoffset equals vector2 number.size over 2. We're gonna use a tween to animate it, so let's write var tween equals get3.createTween. Then let's make the animations run in parallel by writing tween.setParallelTrue. Let's write tween.tweenProperty, and then we have to specify which object we're changing, that is number, then which property, that is going to be in quotation marks position :y, then the final value, which is going to be number.position.y minus 24, and the duration of the animation, which is going to be 0.25 seconds.
Cool.
This will make the number animate going up by 24 pixels in 0.25 seconds. And we can also make the animation look a bit more natural by writing .setEase and choosing tween.easeOut. Now let's make the animation of the number falling back down. We're gonna write tween.tweenProperty number position :y number.position.y 0.5 seconds. .setEase tween.easeIn .setDelay 0.25.
Yeah.
The delay will make this falling down animation happen right after the springing up animation stops. And the last thing we want to animate is the number scaling down to 0. So we're gonna write tween.tweenProperty again, number, scale, vector2.0, 0.25 seconds, .setEase, tween.easeIn, .setDelay 0.5 seconds. And finally we're going to await tween.finished, after which we're going to call number.queue_free to destroy the number.
Cool.
To show you how to use the damage numbers singleton, I have this big ghost scene here. I'm going to add a new node 2D to it and name it damage numbers origin. This isn't necessary, but it's going to help me position where I want the damage numbers to come from. So I'm going to position the damage numbers origin node above the sprite's head. In my big ghost script, first I'm gonna get the damage numbers origin from the scene. Then I'll find the function in which the damage this enemy is taking is being calculated. And in my case, it's going to be this onHurtBoxArea entered function. It takes in this hitbox from which I can get the damage, and I can also calculate if it was a critical hit with this line here. Here I reduce the health by the damage taken,
I need to
right
add,
after it, I want to show.
I need to add critical hits to the game as well. This is fun. Let's add that.
Of the damage number box area and is being calculated, and in my case it's going to be this onHurtBoxArea entered function. It takes in this hitbox from which I can get the damage, and I can also calculate if it was a critical hit with this line here. Here I reduce the health by the damage taken, and right after it I want to show the damage number. So I'm going to write damage numbers dot display number and pass in the damage numbers origin dot global position, and is critical. And this one line is all it takes. Regardless of how you set up your damage system, all you have to do is call damage numbers dot display number, and it can be accessed from any script. If you like this video and want to take your Godot game even further, check out this playlist of
So how do I do this in 3 dimensions? Godot. This looks like
Do you
3D.
want to learn how to create damage number pop-ups similar to games like World of Warcraft or League of Legends? Well, in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how. There's a little garbage can right here to the right of my camera. So let's make sure the label container is selected and then move the playhead all the way to the beginning. We want to animate modulate. Unfortunately, we can't animate individual tracks because really we only want the alpha. So modulate A of player and in a damage number scene. This scene displays a number. A damage moves up, grows, shrinks, fades out, and then deletes itself. And we're doing that very, very quickly. I'm in the damage number scene, and you can see we have an animation player. And when I play this animation, you'll see.
But was it a 3D game he had?
Spawn in a damage number scene. This scene displays a number, moves up. Some homework if you want to try that out. Make this roguelike tower defense in Godot, which is the inspiration for all my tutorials. Anyway, D instead of a label. Number as a child to the demo. Up, grows 1, 2, 3, but it changes programmatically. Fade in, grow, and then fade out and shrink. It's not moving. So you'll see the scale X, Y, modulate A of the label container. Why wouldn't I just animate the label? If I want to add something to this damage number, such as an icon, a sprite 2D, because I animated the container instead of just the label, it just works. All of the animations also apply to this sprite and anything else I put in.
Yeah. Okay, let's try this. Damage number. Too deep.
If I didn't do that, obviously I would have to reanimate. I'd have to re-keyframe everything. And I'm just very curious what this looks like. Oh my goodness. So let me show you how I actually animated the alpha of the label container, as well as the function call at the end of the animation. All right, let's start with the alpha.
I'm just going to test the sound here.
Track. There's a little garbage can right here to the right of my camera. So let's
Hey.
All right, let's start with the alpha.
I'm just going to test the sound here. Okay, so the sound is working. Perfect. Hey Mohammed, hey it's yeah. I'm trying to build a game
Nej men gud.
in Godot.
Streama du?
Ja.
Nej okej, då kan vi inte bara...
Okay. So I have this ARPG I can show you. It's an action role-playing game. And I want to add some damage numbers. So that's what I'm working on now. So here you have this little knight. You can click to move him. We have some like basic attack. And then some different maps. But I want there to be some numbers above the enemies. So that's what I'm doing right now.
Let's make sure the label container is selected, and then...
Do you have any experience building games? Like what? Yeah, what's your experience?
The playhead all the way to the beginning. We want to animate modulate. Unfortunately, we can't animate individual tracks because really we only want the alpha. So let's just...
Alright, so he has a damage number 2D container and then an animation player. And a label container. This seems to be just a node 2D. Label container. So are you familiar with this tool? It's called Godot that I'm building it with. It's like an open source game engine. Let's create a child node here for label. Ooh, cool. I didn't know I could pick my own components here that I have created. Let's just give this like a number 10 for now. And then if we look into D, it's there. Okay.
Click the key right here to the. We want to animate just as the function call at the end of the animation. All right, let's start with the alpha. I'm just going to delete this track. There's a little garbage can right here to the right of my camera. So let's make sure the label container is selected and then move the playhead all the way to the beginning. We want to animate modulate. Unfortunately, we can't animate individual tracks because really we only want the alpha. So let's just click the key right here to the right of modulate. Let's keep both of these checked and then press create. And you'll see we have 4 tracks. Modulate red, green, blue, and then alpha. We don't care. We want to hold the label container. You'll see the scale X, Y animation. You'll see the number, which is hard-coded player, scene itself. And we're doing that very, very quickly. I'm in the damage number scene, and you can see we have an animation player. And when I play this animation, you'll see the number, which is hard-coded to 1, 2, 3, but it changes programmatically. Fade in, grow, and then fade out and shrink. It's not moving. So you'll see the scale X, Y, modulate A of the label container. And we also call a function at the very end called remove. Now you might be wondering, why did I animate a label container and put the label in it? Why wouldn't I just animate the label? If I want to add something to this damage number, such as...
So yeah, I'm watching a YouTube video now. Maybe I can make that more clear by doing this.
An icon, a sprite 2D. Because I animated the container instead of just the label, it just works. All of the animations also apply to this sprite and anything else I put in. If I didn't do that, obviously I would have to reanimate. I'd have to re-keyframe everything. And I'm just very curious what this looks like. Oh my goodness. So let me show you how I actually animated the alpha of the label container, as well as the function call at the end of the
Yes, please.
All right, let's start with the alpha.
Okay, so he's kind of assuming that we know how to do the animation here. Okay, new. Call it rise and fade as well. Okay, we can do a function call. Okay. Property track. Remove, and then we do queue free. Why is this not working? How did he do that?
I'm just going to fades out slow right here. Returns the number equals is that all these vector 2s need to be vector 3s. And then for left and right animation, it's X and Z.
Okay, there is a GitHub.
Keyframe yet. If we right click and press insert key, it will show a list of every single possible function we
Maybe I need to Oh, call method. Okay, nice. Right, and then there's a blue track there. That's Bezier curve track. Okay, got it. So he's doing this for one... No, it's 1 second. Insert key. Remove. Okay. Cool. So can I into the play? No, play. Okay, let's do like position. Does he even touch position though? No, he touches scale.
animate. A value of 0 makes it invisible, and a value of, I think it's 100, or 1, excuse me, makes it fully visible.
Oh, cool. So here's the track key edit. Okay, so if we start with like 0, and then we do 1, and then we do 0.
So we actually want to start it, chance to get rid of the tracks we don't, excuse me, makes it fully visible. So we actually want to start it invisible. So this keyframe is right in the beginning of the animation. Let's change the value to 0. Now it's invisible. And a value of, I'm just going to, I'd have to re-keyframe icon as sprite. And we also call a function that changes per scene and scene. This scene displays a number, moves up, grows, shrinks, fades out, and then deletes itself. And we're doing that very, very quickly. I'm in the damage number scene, and you can see we have an animation player, and when I play this animation, you'll see the number, which is hard-coded to 1, 2, 3, but it changes programmatically. Fade in, grow, and then fade out and shrink. It's not moving. So you'll see the scale X, Y, modulate A of the label container, and we also call a function at the very end called remove. Now you might be wondering, why did I animate a label
Why does this not work? Is my question. Oh, is that why? One. Oh, it works. Nice. But it looks like it's coming from the corner.
container and put the icon to this, oh my goodness, the label container, as well as the function call at the end of the animation. All right, let's start with the alpha. I'm just going to delete this track. There's a little garbage can right here to the right of my camera. So let's make sure the label container is selected and then move the playhead all the way to the beginning.
Oh, really? That sucks. Take it easy, man. How much did you work today? Well, okay. Yeah, take some rest. That should be good for you.
Beginning. We want to animate modulate. Unfortunately, we can't animate individual tracks because really, let's change. So press
Then you can watch.
individual,
You can do some game development here.
0.
Watch me.
Just care about the alpha. So press these little garbage cans to get rid of the tracks we don't need, and we're just left with the alpha track, which is exactly what we want to animate.
Oh, I think the solution here actually is to center it. Because right now it's going out like that. So what if center. No, it's still coming from the left. You need a hobby. Isn't your hobby
a value
gaming?
of 0 makes it invisible, and so let's change the value to 0. Now it's invisible. Let's click the timeline pretty quickly, maybe in like point. Value still 0, so we actually want it to go from 0 to 1.
Make this guy talk a bit faster.
This value to 1. Remember, this one's still 0, and now it's going from 0 to 1. And if we play this, that's what it looks like. So it's fading in very quickly. We want to hold this alpha value of 1 for a little bit, probably till about here. So same thing, select the track, select the key.
So he's actually not starting at 0 with the scale. Oh wait, in handle, out handle, that's the problem. I think. What if I do 0, 0 here? Yeah. Nice, that's the thing. 0, 0. Yeah, okay, nice. That was the problem. No, it wasn't. Free. Your language was your side project, and you gave up on it when you tried Gleam. What is Gleam? Wait. What? Oh. Really? This is cool. Wait. The values here are very high. What will happen when I play this? Yeah, it's crazy. I need to change the scale. The Y scale. So Gleam, I don't follow. Oh. So what is a programming language? I didn't know you wanted to create a programming language. No. That's why you started programming. Okay. And so when did you find out about Gleam? Am I too hung up on the details here again?
Keyframe Control D duplicates it. Now here we don't want to change the value because again we want the value to stay 1. And now from here, from this point, 0.35 I think, we want it to slowly fade out to 0. Click this keyframe, which is the 0 value keyframe. Go all the way to the end. Make sure the track is...
Ah, that's what's happening here in the middle. Oops. Should add another one, which is also 1. So it stays up a while. Wait, what? That looks crazy. What the heck? 1 1 1 1. Oh, 1 0 0. Oh, okay. This should be 1. That should be 0. What's going on? This should be 0. And what are his values here? 4 days ago, okay.
Selected, make sure the keyframe selected, Control D, and we have our animation. It fades in quickly, stays faded in, and then fades out slowly.
Minus 25, 0, 25. Handle mode. Balanced. Why can't I pick balanced? Well, maybe you can do something with that anyway. I mean, you don't have to create your own thing, right? You can join their project or something. Minus 0.25. 0.25. Can't pick. On an animation track key edit. Okay, let's try to no, oops. Insert key. Can't change. Guess we need to insert key at least a 1. Okay, that one comes in. From the right direction. Maybe the X scale shouldn't be changed. So what if we do 0 and 1 like that? No, I mean 1 and 1. So yeah, it's just 1. I might need a better guide, like a different guide. Okay, I think I will take a little break now. But thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to follow, subscribe, and if you want to see more content, and then I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.